The first official trailer for Joker Folie Deux has to be one of the most beautiful movie trailers that I have ever had the chance to witness. I never thought I would say this, but this trailer has somehow turned a freaking jukebox musical into my most anticipated movie of this year. Take notes, Marvel and Disney, this is exactly how you make a trailer. I have always believed that the most important role of a trailer or a teaser is to raise the hype for the movie while at the same time not give away anything about its actual storyline. And the first official trailer for Joker Folie Deux does it in the best way possible. As suggested by the title and thumbnail of this video, I would go as far as to say that Joker 2 could turn out to be the greatest live-action DC movie and one of the greatest comic book movies ever made in general. Before I explain to you the exact reason which ultimately led me to believe that, I would like to request you guys to spend just 1 second of your time to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because that is the only thing which motivates me to work harder and to bring you more and more such awesome contents. With that, let us dive right back into the main subject once again. Before discussing about Joker Folie Deux, it would be a huge mistake on my part to not talk about the first Joker movie, which I believe still remains to be one of the most emotionally deep and philosophical comic book movies ever made in history. The movie still holds the record for being the most profitable as well as the highest grossing R-rated comic book movie ever made, earning over $1.1 billion at the worldwide box office. And most importantly, Joaquin Phoenix's performance in the movie as the iconic Clown Prince of Clown won him the Academy Awards for Best Actor, which is incredible to say the least. However, despite all these achievements, there is one very important element which was missing from the movie, due to which I am not going to include it in my list of some of the best comic book movies among the likes of the Dark Knight trilogy and Avengers Infinity War. And no, I am not talking about the ridiculous age difference between Arthur and Bruce Wayne. If we leave out the last 10 minutes or so of its storyline, that movie feels like just another one of the many horror crime thriller films that we have come across over the years. I might trigger a lot of my viewers with my next statement, but the first Joker movie looks nothing more than a modernized version of American Psycho with better cinematography, acting, performances and background score. I know and I respect the fact that this movie tried to give us a never-before look into the origins of this iconic clown prince of Gotham, but I really have a hard time putting this movie in the list of the best comic book movies out of respect for the other movies in the same list which tried their absolute best to give us the most accurate version of their respective characters from the source material. And no, this has nothing to do with the fact that the movie is way too grounded in reality and did not feel like a part of a fantastical universe. For the record, Matt Reeves' The Batman and The Dark Knight are two of my absolute favorite comic book movies of all time, despite the fact that both of them are extremely grounded in reality and completely ignore some of the fantastical elements of Batman's character. The thing with those two movies is that they still maintain and respect every minute aspect of Batman's character that make him such a lovable and iconic figure around the world. The same, unfortunately, cannot be said for the Joker movie. And that is where the sequel for this movie comes in, which I believe is going to retain everything good about the first movie while also adding a sense of comic booky element to it. And after I am done watching the sequel and I look back on the two movies as one single continuation and get a better context of the whole thing, I might even add the first one to my list of all-time great comic book movies. For better context, let me remind you that Joker Folie Deux is going to begin from a point when Arthur Fleck has already fully embraced his Joker persona and has become a hero among those who feel outclassed and exploited by the rich and corrupt people of Gotham. The movie is going to take place largely within the confines of Arkham Asylum, which alone proves the point I have been trying to make since the start of this video. Unlike the last movie, which is set mostly on the streets of New York City from the late 1980s, this movie is going to be set in one of the most popular locations from DC Comics. In fact, Arkham Asylum is so popular that we have an entire Batman video game dedicated to this place. The next thing I want to address is that a large section of people seem to be really bothered about the fact that Joker 2 is now confirmed to be a jukebox musical. While if you look at the situation from a neutral standpoint, a musical comic book movie is something which has never been done before and is a very fresh and original concept. If you think about it, we have had almost all sorts of comic book movies, ranging from outright stupid and nonsensical ones to hardcore R-rated ones to big-budget visual spectacles. Taking all things into consideration, I believe a jukebox musical comic book movie featuring a psychotic killer clown with his equally crazy girlfriend would not be a terrible idea at a time when people are getting tired of watching comic book movies, giving rise to what we popularly know as superhero fatigue. If you know a little bit about the lead actor Joaquin Phoenix, The man is said to hate the idea of sequels, which is proven by the fact that he has in fact never repeated a particular character for multiple projects in his entire life up until now. And let us not forget the fact that Joaquin had to lose a significant amount of weight and had to follow a strict diet plan to look like this for the first movie. And the man had to go through all that hard work all over again for his role in Joker Folie Deux. So for someone like Joaquin Phoenix to agree to go through all that in order to return for a sequel, I have no doubt that the script for the movie must be something very, very special. As per reports, this film had a budget of around $200 million, which is in fact 4 times the budget that went into the making of the first one. So, I believe WB and Todd Philips are definitely cooking something really epic and special with this one. The musical elements I believe are only going to add to the mystery and give us an unhinged look inside Arthur and Harley's psychotic twisted mind. Taking everything into consideration, I strongly believe that Joker Folie Deux will definitely turn out to be one of the greatest comic book movies ever made in the history of cinema. So, that is all I had to share in this video. Do let me know your own thoughts regarding Joker Folie Deux in the comments down below. And please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.